Good morning. Of all the events in the world, I am honored you are here. In the rare case you do not know me, my name is Lola Michelle Rittinger. I've attended SOAR for 4 years, and I am the Academy's 6th Explorer. Before I get into everything, I'd like to paint a picture of who I am. On April 1st, 2007, Norfolk, Virginia, a mother held her child for the first time. Since then, that child has grown to be 5'3.5", with light brown eyes and dirty blonde hair. That child developed a fondness toward foxes and the color orange. That child sought the thrill of dance and to run along the sandy beaches. This child grew fascinated with science and craved to explore nature. This child found value in the times that supplied quiet. That child, if you cannot tell, is me. And while I am grown, I will always hold a tight grip to the spirit of my everlasting youth. I felt the only way to segue into my speech was to start with a dedication quote. William Thackeray said, "Mother is the name for God in the lips and hearts of little children. To look to parental guidance as one look to God." So to my mother, my mama, Donna Michelle Brown, because while everyone is the piece to my life, she is the painter, the solver, and the one most dedicated to sorting out the puzzle that is Lola. And I have an older brother, too. Looking back on my time at SOAR, I can only think of my first orientation and how misfortunate I must have looked. With my head down and my salty tears in the West House tablecloth, it was so scary and I felt like I just couldn't handle it. That night, my family gave me 2 options, and it's become a running joke now. Option 1 was to go home early, or option 2, to give it a shot. I chose the latter, and while it felt like a shot in the dark, I never looked back, and I'd like to guess that I hit the bullseye. So today I stand before you so different than I was then, aside from the crying part, which I will be doing soon. But where I once only saw my tears as shame, I see them for how strong I am and how I've become, because tears will dry and fears will pass. To SOAR. Each time I watched my senior classmates under the spotlight, I would search their eyes in hopes that I could bury myself in their words, so that I could see what truly mattered to them. I found it made me feel their story and not just hear it, like looking through a glass ball, to know. As the years went by, I became restless, excited to share what my story was. But now that I'm here, I wish I could tell you it all. I mean, I've been snowed in my tent at the Great Sand Dunes, canoed the Suwannee, Buffalo, and many other lakes so long that my arms grew numb, laughed over movie marathons, found my team driving home early to escape 3 separate hurricanes, gone hiking in the peak of fall with a radiant ray of colors, rafting in the rain, and sat by the side of a highway waiting for a number of flat tires to be fixed. I couldn't possibly tell you it all, so I'll be grateful. I'm so grateful to everyone who helped me get to this point. All my teachers and staff, the entire student body, whom are all unique and true. My family, who are the pillars beneath my feet. My Aunt Millie and Uncle Mike, who supported my journey at SOAR. To my parents, I saved every letter you sent me. And to my childhood friend who has come from Florida just to be here for me today. And to my older brother who taught me how to enjoy the little things. And most importantly to myself for achieving this milestone. And to my future. My future in which I will be attending Western Carolina University in Callaway, North Carolina to complete my pre-medical studies because I aspire to help as many people as I possibly can. However, in the most recent future, I will be getting ice cream as soon as I'm off this stage. As I wrap this up, I thank you all for being the final piece of my puzzle at SOAR. After 1,036 evening meetings, 32 expeditions, 4 of which international, I achieved all 4 level promotions, felt the joys of each student every coming year as we bonded over 3 shared meals a day, and we learned about each other beyond just what our names are. Throughout these years, all that has led to this stage. I am Lola Michelle Rittinger, a lover, dreamer, dancer, explorer, and believer. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2025.